DePaul University forbids Gay Lives Matter posters as students protest gay reporters talk on radical Islam. DePaul University has prohibited the campus group Turning Point USA from displaying posters with the slogan Gay Lives Matter to advertise a presentation Wednesday by a gay reporter on radical Islam's discrimination against the LGBTQ community. The decision to reject the posters was made as some students at the school protest the event titled Dictatorships and Radical Islam, the Enemies of Gay Rights, and to be given by journalist and foreign correspondent James Kirchick. Kirchick has worked for numerous publications, foreign and domestic, and is considered a leading voice on American gay politics and international gay rights. But DePaul Students for Justice in Palestine has indicated on Facebook that its members intend to protest the event. Students leading the charge against his talk appear to have left out any mention of the fact that Kirchick is gay, and they sound the alarm on social media. So now we'll take a look at the Facebook post in question. DePaul Queer and Trans Family, Milo 2.0, okay, Milo 0.5, he's not alt-right, which makes this harder, is happening tomorrow at 5:30. Turning Point DePaul, check out that horror below, is bringing James Kirchick, a white Zionist neoliberal journalist, to speak on shit he knows nothing about. Dictatorships and Islam, enemies of LGBTQ rights. If you feel safe doing this, we will be turning up to the counter, and I invite and ask you to join. We need to be visible and present. Not in our fucking name will you pretend to define our safety and where danger comes from. Not in our fucking name will you continue to demonize Islam and Muslims and ignore the radical Christian right. Because we all know and see what the real danger here is, and we all know and see this is fucked. I will be making signs in the atrium of the stew today, during SJP's event, so come chat if you want to. As for the Gay Lives Matter posters, Amy Minot, director of the Office of Student Involvement at the Catholic University, denied them on the grounds that using the same look brand as Black Lives Matter pits two marginalized groups against each other, according to an email she sent to Turning Point USA that was obtained by the College Fix. It doesn't appear that Turning Point has any connection to Black Lives Matter, and this seems to simply be co-opting another movement's approach, she added. Turning Point USA's DePaul chapter has intended to use posters to advertise the speech, a spokesman for the group told the College Fix. DePaul TPUSA President Jason Plotsky said via email that the poster effectively advertises the event and highlights its purpose. Frankly, it makes no sense to have it not approved, Plotsky said. The statement is very simple, and you could not market such an event any better and eye-catching. When people see that statement, they will either agree or disagree, but the point is getting people to see the message, and we firmly believe that this would have been effective. Plotsky also disagrees with Minot's reasoning for denying the poster. We do not see how the branding of Black Lives Matter is exclusive from all the other lives, and we cannot make a similar statement in a different movement, he said. Sure, it is related and based off the Black Lives Matter slogan, but with no intent to undermine the movement. We are not even using the poster to push an entire movement, but rather a specific event. We, as students in an academic setting, should be allowed to market our events as we see fit. I found this article specifically amusing because here we have a neoliberal, so he probably aligns fairly well with most of the people going to the school. And here he is going to speak about how Islam is one of the greatest threats to LGBTQ lives, which he would have a fair point. They're practically incompatible, if not completely incompatible. And then people go to protest him. They accuse him of being like Milo Yiannopoulos, simply because he identifies specifically their aggression, radical Islam, towards specifically gay people, hurling them off roofs, setting them on fire. I've heard of, read articles of a lot of situations, and it never ends well. Then you have the Orlando shooting. Gay culture and Islam, in a lot of cases, cannot intermingle at all. And specifically, radical Islam is definitely not compatible at all with gay culture. Also, the idea of pitting two marginalized groups against each other for using a Black Lives Matter style slogan, that's just such an outrageous statement to make, but it wouldn't be the craziest thing that any of us have heard about in the last week, am I right? So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'll see you all later.